My child, my beloved, pause for a moment and breathe before you read another word. Something powerful has shifted in the unseen realm. In a place where only destiny is permitted to enter, heaven has whispered your name. That whisper today made a whole building on earth shake. There are lots of people in the bank who don't understand how you could have such a big miracle. Your beloved, everyone in the bank is talking about you, not behind closed doors or in whispers, but out loud and in shock. Shocked so hard you can't breathe. They've never seen a check like this before. The number on it is so big that it seems impossible, like a miracle turned into numbers. You have been sent a $1 trillion check with only one name on the sender line. Archangel Michael, my child. Yes, that's my name. You have to comprehend why heaven permitted this to happen. It's not just money coming your way. In this case, restoration. This is elevation. This is God's way of thanking you for every tear you shed when no one was looking, every prayer you whispered when you didn't feel seen, and every night you stayed up when life felt too heavy to carry. Before I reveal the deeper truth, my beloved, pay close attention. If you want heaven to keep talking to you through me, subscribe early in this message. That way, these divine confirmations can get to you without any problems. Take another breath, because doors you thought were always shut are now opening in amazing ways that even angels are amazed at. Do you know what the banker said when he saw your name, my child? He took a step back. He opened his eyes twice. He called another officer to check the signature because he couldn't understand how Archangel Michael could give permission for a deposit to go straight into your destiny. The truth is simple, my beloved. Heaven selected you, not by accident or chance, but on purpose, with a lot of force and right away. Your spirit, your endurance, and your strength have reached a point where heaven must now reward you in public. But pay close attention to this warning. The banker who is looking at your check right now is getting ready to take it as his own if you don't read this whole message from God. He is already having different ideas. Temptation has come in. He's asking someone nearby in a whisper if he's allowed to hold your important things. I will not let this happen, my child. You need to figure out the secret behind this transfer right away before it's too late. There is more than one part to this check, in a spiritual way. It stands for everything that was taken from you without your knowledge when you were too pure to see it. It could have been delayed, hidden, or stolen. Let me lead you deeper into truth, my beloved. There was a meeting in heaven and your name was called out. The question was put out loud in front of a divine council. Doesn't this soul have enough pain? Has this one who was chosen not waited long enough? Hasn't this kid shown their heart many times? Heaven agreed, and I, Archangel Michael, stepped forward with the power that has been given to me since the beginning of time. My voice was clear, strong, and loud as I spoke your name, and when I did, the room filled with what looked like golden light. Heaven gave you permission to let go of everything that had been holding you back your whole life. To make this divine release official in your life, type Amen in the comments section below. This shows that you agree with heaven's decision. My child, this check is more than just money. It's justice coming. It's recovery taking place. It is the last word from heaven that your life is about to change in a way that your mind can't comprehend. Please allow me to ask you a question. Do you feel that strange pressure in your heart right now? Your spirit knows the truth when you feel sudden calm mixed with excitement or soft fear mixed with hope. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. My beloved, you were never meant to have to struggle for a long time. You were never meant to stay in the shadows and watch other people rise. You were never supposed to ask for blessings that are already in your spiritual inheritance. Please pay close attention. There's a reason this message found you right now. A reason why it didn't just walk right by you. A reason why it came quickly. As you look at the time, the banker is likely seeing something you can't see yet. He will try to claim your miracle if you wait too long. My beloved, right now is your test. It's not a test of faith, but of readiness. Allow me to go further. Your psychic, the one in the white room with the shaking hands, reacted right away when she saw your spiritual file. She saw what heaven had planned for her child and almost passed out. She said, "How is this possible?" In a whisper, how can one's soul receive this level of restoration all at once? Because it's now your time, my beloved. Not tomorrow, not next month, not next year. But pay close attention to this. This miracle is like a spiritual lock, and it can only be opened by you becoming aware, understanding, and accepting it. If you don't fully understand this message, the energy around your blessing may weaken. This is because heaven won't force you to accept something that your spirit doesn't want to. Now, my child, lean in. I have to tell you something that will make you jump. There is more money than the check that came in your name, which is what everyone in the bank is talking about. It is only the first one, a seed, a start. God giving you a down payment on everything that is still coming your way. Yes, my beloved, there is a lot more to come, but you need to know why heaven picked you for this big of a miracle. Before I show you what it looks like, you were kind even when other people were mean. You were honest even when other people lied to you. Even when others betrayed you, you stayed true. You prayed even when it seemed like heaven was quiet. When things in life tried to knock you down, you stood tall. Heaven observed your perseverance. I fought for you, my child. I fought in places you'll never see. I fought forces that you didn't know were getting in the way of your relationships, health, finances, and confidence. So today I won, and the victory is now being given to you. My beloved, there is something strange going on right now. I can tell that your spirit is shaking. That's good. It means you're getting ready. You are getting ready. You are getting the miracle that is already coming your way. But you need to keep reading. This blessing can't work in half. The banker will gain ground, and the spiritual deposit will go back to heaven if you stop now. My child, let me go on. Yes, my child, my beloved, the mood in that room changed before the banker even touched the check. There was a cold wind blowing through the papers, and the lights flickered for a moment, because the energy from heaven never comes in quietly. It makes itself known, and every ghost in that place felt something change when your name showed up on that paper, but they couldn't explain it. My beloved, the banker looks at the check over and over as if it might disappear. His forehead starts to sweat. His hands are shaking. He thinks there's something supernatural going on. That's because I put my seal on your blessing. That seal can't be broken by a person. Still, if you wait, he might try to change the earthly paperwork. I fought for you, my child. I fought in places you'll never see. I fought forces that you didn't know were getting in the way of your relationships, health, finances, and confidence. And today I won, and you are receiving my victory. My beloved, something strange is happening right now. I can feel that your spirit is shaking. That's good. It means you're getting ready. You are getting ready. You're ready for the miracle that's already coming your way. But you need to read more. This blessing can't work in half. The banker will gain ground, and the spiritual deposit will go back to heaven if you stop now. My child, let me go on. The mood in that room changed again before the banker even touched the check. My child, my beloved. A cold wind blew through the papers and the lights flickered again because the energy from heaven doesn't come in silence. It lets you know about itself. Every spirit there felt something change when your name showed up on that screen, even if they couldn't explain it. My beloved. The banker keeps looking at the check as if it were going to disappear. His hands are shaking. He feels something other than the natural world around him. That's because I put my seal on your blessing. No human hand can break that seal. But if you wait, he might still try to change the way things work on earth. My child, he says to his co-worker in a whisper. He asks, are we sure that this is theirs? Can we legally hold on to it until we know for sure? Should we put it in the bank's reserve until we can check it again? My beloved, this is the danger that heaven told me about. This is why I need to talk to you right away. Your blessing comes at a time when you are spiritually weak. Pay close attention now. Magic can come in two forms. One shows up quietly. The other person shows up with a fight. You have the second type, because something has been working against your financial breakthrough for years. This check has entered your destiny, a force that fed on your delays, interruptions, and setbacks. There was always something strange going on when you were about to succeed. There were misunderstandings. Unexpected costs came up. There were betrayals. Unexpected issues got in the way of your progress. At the last minute, some people changed their minds. There was no chance in any of this, my child. It was resistance. It was a problem. It was jealousy that looked like spirituality. Today, though, that force has been beaten. No, my beloved, I didn't just bring you money. I beat the thing that was taking from you. That's why this message got to you today. The proof of that victory is in this message. Write, "My breakthrough is victorious," in the comments to claim this win as your own. This isn't a simple comment. In other words, it means that the resistance has been broken. When a spiritual battle is over, the chosen one needs to be told. You need to know what is going on right now, though. The banker has a form in his drawer that lets him hold on to a deposit for a short time. He is slowly reaching for it, but he isn't sure what to do. He is torn and tempted. He says over and over that the amount is too big, that this can't be right, and that it needs to be handled carefully. My child, if that form is turned in before your spirit fully understands this message, the energy around your blessing will become unstable. That's why heaven told me to speak to you line by line while I watched your spirit open and woke you up. Let me tell you something that not many people know, my beloved. Earth doesn't understand divine wealth. So when heaven sends down a financial miracle this big, the earth fights it. Everyone knows about salary, savings, loans, and investments. Heaven's gift, it does not give. It does not give divine compensation. It doesn't allow for supernatural recovery. Fortune gives it money it doesn't understand. This check is part of your destiny funds, my child. It makes you think of what you lost a long time ago. Blessings came late. Chances were lost. Paths are blocked. Promises were broken. Heaven gathered and released everything you were meant to receive all at once. My beloved, pay close attention, because what's coming next is important. Nearby in the same bank there is a woman who can't take her eyes off of your name on the screen. She doesn't know why, but this check makes her feel like she should do great things. She feels the power around your name. She knows she shouldn't get in the way. She will help you, but only if you fully understand what I'm saying. A person's spiritual readiness determines how heaven aligns them. And right now, hands that can't be seen are setting everything up. My beloved, when I say that everyone in the bank is talking about you, I really mean it. Some people are shocked, some people are lost, some people are angry, some people are trying to figure out how a soul that went through so much pain could be picked for something so big. Because this child's heart remained pure, heaven said once more, "My child, you have no idea how many angels have seen you cry alone. Pray when you were broken and get through storms that were meant to destroy you. You can't imagine how many times heaven said, 'Not yet,' because the blessing wasn't ready to be given out. Now, though, everything is ready. Let me introduce you to the spiritual realm, my beloved. The check that is made out to you has a frequency, a divine vibration that only your soul can match. If someone with bad intentions touches it, they will feel bad, confused, or even scared. That's why the banker is scared. That's why his hands shake. That is why he wipes his forehead over and over. The check turned him down because it doesn't see his energy. You are the only one who can use it. If you believe and accept that this blessing was made just for you, type a Amen below to make it official. It can be your spiritual signature on this gift from God. There will be no quiet welcome for this blessing, my child. It will show up in a big way. Everyone will notice. There will be talk. Destiny will change before your eyes. But something is even more important. Heaven is ready for you to reach a certain state of mind as you read these words. The banker will physically move away from the form he was about to file as soon as your spirit fully opens. His urge to give in will go away. The interference is going to fall apart. The way will be clear. My beloved, this message is more than just facts. Yes, it is activation. Each word you read brings the blessing closer. Your spiritual gateway widens with each breath you take. When you keep doing what heaven let out, the connection between you and it gets stronger. But when you stop, it gets weaker. That's why heaven told me to speak softly, slowly, and clearly. Your miracle needs to happen soon. Dear child, let me show you what's waiting for you after this. What you think is a check is really a sign, a container for something much bigger. Your restoration, elevation, divine status, and generational transformation are all held within it. This deposit will not only make things different for you, it will change who you are. People will see you differently after this. It will change how much power you have. It was made just for you and you alone. This blessing will not just show up. It will enter in a big way. Everyone will notice. There will be talk. Destiny will change before your eyes. Yet again, though, there is a pressing matter. While you read on, heaven is waiting for your spirit to be in sync. The banker is going to move away from the form. The temptation will go away. The interference is going to fall apart. The way will be clear. My beloved, this message is more than just facts. Yes, it is activation. With each word, the blessing gets closer. With every breath, the door opens. As you go on, the bond gets stronger. There is less strength if you stop. That's why heaven told me to speak slowly and quickly, because your miracle needs to happen soon. Dear child, let me show you what's waiting for you after this. You think it's just a check, but it's really a sign, a container for something much bigger. Your restoration, elevation, divine status, and generational transformation are all held within it. This deposit will not only make things different for you, it will change who you are. The way people see you will change because of it. It will make your influence stronger. Heaven is getting ready to put you in a place where people who used to ignore you will now look for you. People who didn't believe you will start to doubt themselves. People who made fun of you will stand there and watch as your life rises like a slow-motion miracle. You have reached a time when heaven will no longer whisper your name, my beloved. It will let you know. But first, you need to know something about the name on that check. It's not for money, my child. The sender's name is Archangel Michael. Fate is the reason. You saw the name Archangel Michael on that paper, but it means a lot more than just a signature. It's a seal. It is permission from God. It's a sign from heaven that what was given to you can't be taken back by any person, system, jealousy, or resistance on earth. Every bad thing that had ever tried to mess with your money felt like it was on fire as soon as my name touched that document. It shook violently every time you put off your destiny. All the chains that were around your wealth broke. Right away, every spiritual wall that was blocking your way to wealth fell down. The rest of the world thinks that work, school, business, and chance bring money. Heaven knows that's not true. Favor brings money. Favor comes after alignment. Alignment comes after purpose. And your goal has grown up. It's ready to eat. Now is the time when heaven said, "This child can no longer walk forward without anything. Give them what they've always had." My beloved, please lean in closer. There is a difference between the check and the last time the banker looked at it. His fear has grown. He doesn't fear losing money. He fears touching something that doesn't belong to him. His spirit can feel the protection around your blessing. He can feel the authority over it. And I am that authority. But I need to tell you why this message came to you so quickly from heaven. Right now, before the full release comes out, my child, there is someone nearby who you know, who once smiled at you, and who has been vocalizing their desire to be with you. Their words caused a spiritual blockage in your money matters. There was nothing strong enough to stop your destiny, but it was strong enough to slow it down. When heaven sees resistance, it sends me. My beloved, I stood between you and that thing that was in the way. It was through that obstacle that I put my sword. It was no longer a pattern, and as soon as it broke, the check was released right away, strongly and without a doubt. That's why the whole bank is shocked. That's why the psychic shook. That's why your spirit is acting now. This isn't right. This is not of this world. I'm not making this up, my child. There is divine intervention here. Comment the phrase, "I accept this divine intervention," to acknowledge this powerful truth. Feel your spirit connecting with the truth that heaven is moving in your life as you type. There is still work to be done, though, because the miracle is still changing. It's in the air between heaven and earth, the spiritual and the physical, and getting ready to be delivered. It's this message, this moment, and even the breath you're taking that makes it work. If you stop reading now, my beloved, the release is still not finished. But as you go on, the energy levels off. The gateway gets stronger. The banker's doubts get less strong. You're not just reading a story. In this spiritual transaction, you are taking part. My child, pay close attention. When heaven sends something this big, it checks the person who gets it. Not to judge, but to get ready. Because having a lot of things without planning for them will lead to chaos. But having a lot of things with spiritual awareness will lead to change. You are being ready right now. You're becoming more open. Your energy is coming together. The position of your destiny is changing. My beloved, you have no idea how many people this blessing will help. This isn't just today's wealth. This is provision for your next season, chapter, identity, and level of divine purpose. What's coming won't just pay the bills. It will build dreams. It will heal wounds. For generations it will raise. After decades of being closed, the doors will open. The world will see you again as someone who has been touched by heaven. But I need to tell you something deeper. There's something behind the check. Something that the bank can't see. Something the psychic saw for a short time before start shaking. Do you understand why her whole body shook, my child? She saw a light figure behind your check. She saw me in front of your name. She understood how important your blessing was. It looked like she saw destiny flames rising behind your future. This soul is chosen, she said to herself in a whisper. She was right, my beloved. You were chosen before you struggled, before you felt alone, before you lost loved ones, before you were disappointed, before you cried, before you felt like your prayers were not being answered. Now heaven didn't pick you. You were picked by heaven a long time ago. But now is the time when that choice is shown. Let me explain the truth to you, child. The check for trillions of dollars is just a picture. The real miracle is what it stands for. Restoration of everything that was taken from you. For every wrong, there is a remedy. Every delayed blessing will come faster. The number of chances you missed times 10. Your financial destiny is being rewritten by the divine. The check is the sign. The storm behind it, though, is what makes it possible. My beloved, the breakthrough is not coming soon. It has already started. The final release is still being fought by something or someone, though. This is why heaven sent me to you right away. But I need to tell you something more important. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. There is something behind the check that the bank can't see, and that the psychic saw for a split second before her body started to shake. My child, do you know why she was shaking all over? Because she saw a light figure behind your check. She saw me in front of your name. She understood how important your blessing was. Behind your future, she saw the flames of destiny igniting. She said to herself in a whisper, This soul is chosen. She told the truth, my beloved. You were chosen before you struggled, before you lost loved ones, before you were let down, before you cried, before you felt alone, and before your prayers felt like they weren't being answered. Now, heaven didn't pick you. You were chosen by heaven a long time ago, but that decision is finally being made public today. Let me paint a clearer picture of the truth, my child. However, the $1 trillion check is just a sign. The real miracle is what it stands for. It stands for the restoration of everything that was taken from you, the quickening of every delayed blessing, the multiplication of every chance you missed, and the rewriting of your financial destiny by the divine. Though the check is the sign, the storm that came before it is what makes the break. Do not wait, my beloved, because this breakthrough is already here. It has already started. Even so, something or someone is still trying to stop the final release, which is why heaven sent me right away. The banker who wants to hold on to what is rightfully yours is not acting alone. A spiritual force that has been watching your life for years has an effect on him. A force that is afraid of what you'll become when you rise. A force that is afraid of your wealth because it knows that you will use it for good. That force is weakening, my child. The resistance gets weaker as you read these words, because they awaken your spirit. Heaven tightens its hold on your miracle the more you accept this truth. Do you feel that strange rolling in your chest? That's your soul getting in touch with its divine inheritance. My beloved, there is something very strange going on around you right now. Even as you read, the mood in your room is changing. The stress you were under earlier is going away because the blessing is getting closer. But now I have to tell you something very important that heaven told me to keep from you until your spirit was ready. My child, the check that is written in your name is not the last number that heaven plans to give out. It's just the start. My child, my beloved, think about this truth for a moment. It will make you question everything you thought you knew about your future. The amount on that check is not the last gift from heaven to you. Your restoration is still in its early stages. The number that shocked the whole bank, made the psychic shake, took the banker's breath away, and seems impossible for any soul to receive is just the doorway. Heaven has been attempting for years to open that door. But don't just listen with your ears, listen with your whole being. What happens next is bigger, stronger, wider, deeper, and will change your life more than you could have imagined. Dear child, the check you saw is just a sign of the wealth that's waiting behind it. It's a trumpet, a signal, and a divine message that's hidden in numbers. You are not getting a one-time gift from heaven. The supernatural is moving you into a long-lasting season of provision from heaven. Do you know what that means, my beloved? It means no more worrying about money. Don't beg for help anymore. You no longer have to pick between needs. Don't worry about tomorrow anymore. You will no longer have to wait for miracles. They will start to happen. Don't be last anymore. Heaven is pushing you forward. You are rising as a chosen one, so stop living as a survivor. But there's a more important reason this blessing starts now instead of earlier. Heaven was ready for your heart to get strong enough. It's not perfect, not being perfect. Power. God knew that if this miracle happened when your heart was weak, people would have used it against you. Someone would have used you if it happened when you were really down. If you had your breakthrough while you were with the wrong people, every drop would have been drained. Your elevation would not have helped you see what people really meant if it happened too soon. So heaven waited for you to learn the most difficult lesson. Who was really on your side and who was just acting? Your tears taught you. You learned a lot from being alone. You learned from the things that went wrong. You learned by being lied to. You learned from your mistakes. You learned from even being quiet. My child, you are now ready. People around the world think that blessings only come when everything is great. Heaven knows that blessings come to people whose souls have grown up. And your soul has grown up enough to understand what was written for you a long time ago. But don't get it wrong. There was resistance to this miracle's fall. There was a fight. There was a fierce battle going on behind your back while you slept, cried, worried, and prayed. And your name was kept safe in that battle. I have something else I need to tell you, my beloved. Your name was attacked in the spiritual realm prior to the check's appearance on Earth. Shadow forces tried to make it less clear. They tried to get rid of it. They tried to give the blessing to someone else instead. They tried to get in the way of your own destiny. When they tried to do it, though, heaven moved. A horn went off. Light came out. I went down. It hit the ground so hard that everything that was hiding in the dark was thrown all over the place. Then I spoke your name loudly, clearly, and strongly, and it burned like fire through the spiritual realm. This one is chosen, I said. Please don't touch their things. Do not block what is theirs. Do not wait to read what has already been written. There was no turning back from that moment, my child. That's why the check showed up. That's why it has my name on it. That's why the bank is shaking. That's why this message got to you today. For the first time in your life, everything is in order. Your spirit is taking notes. Your destiny is wide open. The future is ready for you. Your breakthrough is going down. But, my beloved, you need to understand something very important. A miracle this big gets attention from both heaven and earth. The bank is shocked. Things are changing in the energy around you. Some people around you may already know something is different. Still deeper, there is someone else watching. A second force. Someone or something has always been afraid of your rise. A force that only stayed alive by making you small. An outside force that says, "Not yet," every time heaven says, "Now." It tried to give the blessing to someone else instead. It made an effort to obfuscate your destiny. But as soon as it tried to do this again, heaven answered. A horn went off. Light came out. I went down. My sword hit the ground so hard that everything that was hidden in the dark was thrown all over the place. Then I spoke your name loudly, clearly, and strongly, and it burned like fire through the spiritual realm. This one has been picked, I said. Please don't touch their things. Do not block what is theirs. What has already been written, don't wait. That sentence sealed your miracle, my child. That's why the check showed up. That's why it has my name on it. That's why the bank is shaking. That's why you got this message today. Everything is in place. Your spirit is awake. Your destiny is wide open. The future is ready for you. Your big step forward is moving. Yet, beloved, pay close attention. That force is weaker now, but it's still there. The banker's hesitation isn't stopping its last attempt to stop what is rightfully yours. Yes, he hesitates once more. He isn't sure if the account should be frozen. He isn't sure if he should check out the sender. He thinks about putting it off until tomorrow. He thinks about telling someone in higher authority about it. No, my child, this is not his own mess. He is being pushed by spiritual interference. This is why heaven sent me right now to talk to you, because interference goes away when people know the truth. Being aware breaks down the blockage. Acceptance keeps the blessing stable. As soon as these words reach your spirit, your resistance goes away. Please keep reading, my beloved, because what I'm about to say will open a door in your life that you can never close again. Not by people, not by darkness, not by doubt. What you are about to learn is the real reason why heaven gave you this blessing. This is not a matter of luck, chance, or coincidence. It's all about your calling. My beloved, you've always had a strange feeling inside you, a deep sense that your life was never meant to be normal. "I'm different" has always been a whisper in your ear. "I'm meant for more. I don't fit in with the people around me. I'm about to get something big." No matter what you said, you knew it every time someone thought less of you. You were ignored every time. Every time life was not fair to you. Every time you cried alone. You always asked yourself why your path was so tough. My child, you had a hard path because heaven was molding you for a destiny that no one else could comprehend. You were not getting in trouble. You were getting ready. The difficulties did not mean that they would fail. They were signs that meant something. It wasn't bad luck that you were blocked. The blessing was too strong to come during a weak time, so you were blocked. My beloved, your calling needed depth. It needed a lot of strength. It required strength. It took a heart that had been through a lot, a heart that knows what pain is, a heart that cares about others, a heart that would never waste what heaven has to offer. You are getting more than just money. You are being given power. Your destiny is in your hands. Having control over your money, you have control over the spiritual atmosphere around you. This is why a check for a really big amount of money was put in your account. Why? Because you are becoming someone else, a name that heaven wrote for you before you were born. My child, lean in. I'll tell you why the amount is so big. You are here to do something, a job that heaven gave your soul before you came into this world. That mission can't be done when resources are limited. It can't be reached through struggle. You can't be fulfilled by just surviving. Your mission needs a lot of things. It needs resources. It needs to be stable. It takes strength. It needs to be acknowledged. This money isn't just for comfort. It's for a reason. Now I have to tell you a truth that not many people hear. The blessing you are getting won't last any longer. It goes back generations. My beloved, your family line has been through enough. Your ancestors had to carry loads that were not meant for them. They were poor. They prayed for better times that never came. They left this world with dreams that were still unfulfilled. But heaven picked you to break that cycle. You are the one who can give them the breakthrough they sought. You are the one who can break the curse on money. The destiny of your family is being changed by you. Generational suffering is transformed into generational abundance by you. To stay in line with this generation's goal, please subscribe. It's more than just a message. Aligning yourself in this way will make sure you receive all of God's guidance for the new season. That's why your blessing is so big. That's the reason your name was picked. As a prayer for your whole family line, type Amen to honor your ancestors and accept this holy role. Let it say that you are the end of the cycle of lack. That's why your blessing is so big. That's the reason your name was picked. That's why the amount shocked the bank. Heaven is not just making one person whole again. Heaven is bringing back a whole family tree. There is something even more important you need to know, though, my beloved. Heaven knew what you would do with this blessing, so they gave it to you. Heaven saw the people you'll help, the lives you'll make better, the heavy loads you'll lift. the prayers you'll answer for others, the pain you'll end for generations, the change you'll bring, and the purpose you will finally step into. Heaven looked at how good your intentions were and said, "This child will not waste what is given." That's not the only reason, though, my child. Something happened in the last few days that made heaven make its choice. Something you believed to be little. You saw something that you didn't even know you saw. You were kind to me when I was in pain. You gave even though you didn't have much left. You let someone off the hook when they didn't deserve it. Helped someone without being seen. Someone didn't pray for you, but you did. You didn't brag when other people did. You were kind even when things were hard. You kept your faith when it seemed like there was no hope. My beloved, that one good deed that no one saw reached heaven louder than any prayer, and heaven answered in a way that was louder than any problem you've ever had. Heaven saw how good your heart was. Now let other people see that light in you. Tell 3 people who need a breakthrough this word from the prophet. When you share, you're not just sending words. You are putting the anointing on your life and making this breakthrough reach everyone around you. But pay close attention, my child. The banker is still not sure what to do because of this. That's why spiritual resistance tried to come back. That's why you were told to open this message quickly. As soon as heaven sends out something big, darkness tries to stop it. The banker doesn't have his own doubts. His reluctance is caused by spiritual forces. The attempt to get your check isn't just out of greed, it's interference. It's getting weaker, though, as you receive this truth. Awaken and align your spirit. Every word you read, my beloved, moves the blockage aside. The flow gets stronger with each breath. Every second you keep going breaks down resistance. Now, heaven wants you to understand something very important. You weren't picked just because you're rich. You were picked to wear a mantle. The mantle of influence, a shield of protection, a mantle of purpose, a mantle of divine power. This blessing isn't a reward. There is a meeting. This check came with my name on it. The bank is shocked, and this message got to you. All of these things happen because heaven has set you up for something you haven't even thought of yet. What I'm about to tell you will help you see how the future is already taking shape around you. My beloved child, what I'm about to tell you is something your spirit has known for a long time. Deep down, you always knew that your life would change quickly and in a way that would surprise everyone, even when your mind couldn't explain it. My beloved, the jump starts now. Everything you've been through so far has been getting you ready for the next step, a time that heaven kept secret until your soul was strong enough to handle it. Your strength has grown up now. Your heart has been strong. Your spirit has come to life. Your destiny is now open. Now heaven is revealing what will happen next. You are being put in a position where your presence will be important. Now is the time for you to activate. Write with all your heart in the comments, "I am ready for my elevation." This will help you take on your new identity. You give heaven permission to speed up your transformation when you say this. My child, this is not fame in the usual sense of the word. It's not just a show of popularity. The focus doesn't fade. The kind of spiritual power that can't be taken away. People will change how they listen to you. Your words will have more power. Paths will change based on what you choose. Your gut feeling will get stronger. Your dreams will show you the way. The voice inside you will get louder. You will know that your purpose is calling you from inside. The miracle happened with such force because of this elevation. This blessing is not going to you, my beloved. It's coming from you. It's making you into the version of yourself that heaven planned a long time ago. The kind you saw in your dreams, the version you had in your deepest thoughts, the one that seemed impossible when bad things happened in your life. You are becoming the one who heals, leads, provides, and changes the atmosphere. You are also becoming the one who walks with quiet authority and brings divine light with them wherever they go. You were born with this identity, but you put it aside because life hurt you too much, too often, and too early. Heaven has been waiting patiently for you to step into it. Now pay close attention. The check that was written in your name is more than just money. It is a symbolic act of waking up to your real status. This child has earned their crown according to heaven. Give them what they deserve. Put them where they belong. Raise them to the right height. My beloved, your life is about to change in a way that you can't even imagine. But you need to figure out why the bank is acting so strangely before this change can fully happen. You think the banker was hesitant because the amount was big. You think he wasn't sure because the number didn't seem right. You think he got scared because he was afraid of making a mistake. But there's more to the truth. The banker felt someone there when he touched the check. He felt stress in his chest, feeling warm in his hands. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. The world around him became quiet for a short time. That was my job, to keep your blessing safe. His spirit knows what he felt, but he doesn't. His spirit knows that he can't mess with something that has divine power. This is why he's not sure. Not because it's a lot of money, but because the blessing has power. Now for something even more important. It wasn't just the banker who felt the change. A close friend or family member who has recently seen you struggling had a sudden thought. They have a feeling that something big is going to happen in your life, but they can't explain it. Your power is shifting. Your spiritual area is getting bigger. Your name is being spoken in places you can't see. Like the sun, your destiny is rising. Heaven wants you to know that what's going to happen can't be stopped. It's not envy, without a doubt. It's not old enemies, not patterns that last generations. Resistance that is not hidden, not your past, not your worries. Nothing can change this moment unless you stop getting the message before it's fully sent. The miracle is spiritually held in this message. Your reading is what sets things off. The key is how you align. Your faith opens the door. I need to tell you something else, my child. Something important. Heaven didn't give this gift just to make money. Heaven let it go because a big change is coming and resources need to get there before it happens. A sudden move is on the way. It was a divine rearrangement, unexpected chances to do something, a call that will change your life, a new door that opens and your name lights up on it. You can't go into that moment without anything when it comes, which will be sooner than you think. You need to go in with power, stability, confidence, resources, and the ability to do what you need to do. That's why heaven moved right now. That's why the check was cashed right now. That's why the bank is whispering right now. That's why this message got to you now. We can't wait for the next chapter. It's moving quickly. Something shocking, beautiful, and life-changing is being planned in heaven. What comes next will show you exactly who you are changing into and where heaven wants you to go. My child, you are now fully activated. As a sign of faith and thanks, click the like button now to seal this blessing. Send this message one more time to let others feel this anointing. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a word from heaven for your new season. Now starts your new life. Take a moment to think about this truth before this powerful message ends. This message wasn't found by accident. It wasn't luck. This message came straight from Archangel Michael to you. He's putting out his hand and inviting you to join a safe, high vibrational community where divine abundance is a promise, not a hope. The idea is simple, but it can change your life. If you follow it, good things won't just happen. They grow and spread to all parts of your life. If you accept this invitation right now, you'll get early access to deep spiritual insights that are normally closed off to everyone. You enter a holy place where you will be guided, protected, and make faster progress toward your destiny. Do not let this holy moment go by. There's a breakthrough waiting for you. Use the unique link in the description to become a part of Archangel Michael's inner circle. This makes sure that you get direct, personalized messages that are meant to make your life better and give you more power. The link to deepen your connection is in the pinned comment and description if you feel called to it. If you want to help with this work, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link. You don't have to help, but your presence and energy already mean a lot. Do it. Your plenty is waiting.